This is SportsCentre.
Hey, I'm Luca Cairns-Trelebre, filling in for Marissa Roberto, and we're wishing you a very happy new year. And a pair of teams are meeting in Toronto who are probably very excited for the calendar to flip, as they both start 2026 on the outside looking in on the playoff picture. The Jets were winless in their final 7 games of 2025. And have just 3 wins in their last 19 games overall, which has seen them completely bottom out in the Western standings, as the reigning President's Trophy winners enter the new year dead last in the West. When their slump started, many attributed it to losing their reigning Vezina winner to knee surgery, but it really hasn't been any better since his return. After winning his first game back, it's been just as ugly for Connor Hellebuyck, as he started all 8 games since returning and still has just that 1 victory. So it might not matter who's between the pipes for the Jets tonight, especially if they can't put the puck in the net themselves, something the Leafs had been struggling to do until recently, as things have picked up for them since an interesting off-ice move. Since firing assistant coach Marc Savard on December 22nd, the Leafs have won 3 of their last 4. Savard was most notably responsible for Toronto's woeful power play, which had the fewest power play goals and worst conversion percentage before his firing. But they've already buried 4 times in just 10 opportunities since. And the Leafs have been cooking at home as of late, winning each of their last 4 at Scotiabank Arena, and outscoring their opponents 20-10 over that span. A win tonight could actually pull them within 2 points of the Idle Sabres for the final wildcard spot in a very crowded East. Toronto did get some tough news on the injury front yesterday, as Craig Berube announced that Chris Tanev and Dakota Joshua will miss significant time. But they did get some good news today, as Austin Matthews appears ready to return from his short absence due to a lower body injury. And viewers in the Jets region can catch this one tonight at 6 Central on TSN3. Alright, New Year's Eve was a big night for the Canadians at the World Juniors, because with their 7-4 win over Finland, they secured the top spot in Group B. Now, it wasn't Canada's prettiest win, especially with them allowing 4 goals on just 18 shots, but they'll take the victories however they come. And we'll now look ahead to the quarterfinals. Waiting for them is Slovakia, a team they've played a few times in the playoff round, with the most recent and easily most thrilling matchup coming in 2023, when Connor Bedard scored this insane OT winner.
Bedard back with it. Slides in again. Bedard talks right in.
If you're looking for Connor Bedard to do something for Team Canada in Milan, this could be it. This could have been yours, Team Canada. But as amazing as a moment as this was for Team Canada, it was also a heartbreak for the Slovakians. And after coming up just short a few years ago, this year's quarterfinal gives them a chance at revenge. The odds aren't in their favor, as FanDuel has them as pretty huge underdogs to pull off the upset. But as the last few years have shown Canadian fans, anything can happen at this tournament. Which is why you'll want to tune into TSN tomorrow for complete coverage of Canada's quarterfinal matchup, beginning at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. You don't want to miss it. Alright, time for my favorite segment, and yours. Why we love sports today.
Why we love sports today.
To say Tom Wilson had a great day yesterday might be the biggest understatement to start 2026. You might remember, we showed you the video of him getting the call from Hockey Canada yesterday, with all his family around the Christmas tree. But just minutes after the roster was unveiled for the rest of the world to see, his Caps were dropping the puck in the earliest matinee action across the league on New Year's Eve. And Wilson sure seemed like he was inspired by the Olympic selection, as he had arguably his best game of the season. Not only did he throw a bone-jarring hit and then score the go-ahead goal seconds later, but he also buried again in the 3rd period, added an assist, and dropped the gloves for a Gordie Howe hat trick. And his coach was just as impressed as anyone watching in the stands or at home after Washington's 6-3 win.
Now to probably one of the greatest days a human being could ever have.
Yeah. Right to the grocery.
To not only make your national team. Gordie Howe hat. 200th career.
Oh!
500. What was it?
Sorry, that's just money.
And to me, his hit and goal changes that whole game.
You know what? It's such a great group. I feel very lucky to be part of this group. You know, strength in numbers, and one guy doesn't matter, so let's just keep this rolling. I love you guys. Thank you. I feel very lucky.
What's your speech?
The Caps seem like they have just the best locker room. Vibes are immaculate, the coach is electric, and how could it not be with Tom Wilson making plays like that every night? That's it for today. I'll be right back here tomorrow at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Have a great day.